Okay. Well, I just informed you guys that I was going live. So I gave you about 30 seconds. Welcome in. I feel like JLR right now drinking my coffee. Oh, it's so yummy. Hey y'all. Let's see. Let's see who comes in on a Sunday afternoon. Last moment. Hi, Crystal. Hi, GH White. Um, I'm naming this video one of two because many times when I get my information that I call channeling and psychic ability readings, I like to get them out quickly because I forget. And I just don't feel like writing right now. I don't feel like writing anything down right now because I'm just having little issues seeing. So it's funny how your body works. When you have an issue with one of your senses, I see, this is just my opinion, your sixth sense, your psychic sense, kind of grows a little stronger. And that's what's happening over here with me. Welcome in to WCIA Network. Hi, little Miss B. So, excuse me if I'm like sipping on my coffee while I'm talking, but it is. I feel like, why did I put on here psychic channeling? What did I put? Psychic, hi, Muffin. Psychic challenge real BENNYKEYZ. Now, let me tell you why I put BENNYKEYZ. Let me see what I wrote. See how I told you guys I forget? I forget what I put. I put, let's see. Sorry about the dog. That's what happens. Um, Enough is enough. What did I put on here? Anyways, I put enough is enough, something like that. Um, Psychic channeling is real, BENNYKEYZ. And this is why I put it. I'm going to tell you why. And I think it's really, really, really important for me to explain this because it will also give you an insight to how I work and, right, the puppies. And another dog. We have so many dogs. We have massive dogs in this house, and they're like watchdogs. Like anyone that comes to this, they don't even want to deliver pizza to my house because they're so freaking scary. Trained to kill. Anyways, it gives you a little bit of insight to me. So first, let me welcome you all. Hi, Shazam. Welcome to WCAA Network, where everything I do and say falls under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. I say that because everything I do here is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Right? Thank you, Muffin. Yes. Shazam. I woke up to this incredible vision. And it was, and don't think I dream about Benny because I don't. No offense. Not my, there's one Benny in there that's probably my kind of a guy. There's only one. And when I say there's many Bennies, let me explain something to you before I show you this insane video. When I say there's many Bennies, this is what I mean. Hi, Lisa. The information that I show here is to show you how deep fake images are real. Deep fake is all about using a particular kind of equipment that you line up. For these guys, I'm specifically talking about Summer Moon Wells cases. I'm talking about Summer Moon whose case isn't getting fucking solved as well as all the other ones because somewhere this equipment has been accepted within the law enforcement. It's the only thing that makes goddamn sense. And this equipment gets lined up. This isn't bullshit, you guys. I've seen it. This is real equipment. Oh, the hoodie, the sample will be here this week. It's not online yet, though, Muffin. The sample's going to be here this week, and I must sell the minimum. The minimum is $72, and it's an incredible sweatshirt. You know who's got a great sweatshirt? It's kind of like his. Harsh, what his name is. Love his sweatshirt. It's kind of like that. I have one like that I wear almost every day. I have 3 of them. And I'm like, I know they're expensive, but it's the only one I want to sell because I want to be able to wear it. So anyways, there was sidebar. Deep fake in Summer Moon Wells cases is created with equipment that is being used with equipment like this. You see, and this is what I'm going to show you. Watch the eye. That's the equipment. And it gets lined up with the eye to create deep fake images. And this is equipment that creates a way for us to see an image on a certain level and not see it on another level. Yes, Muffin, thank you. I'm actually going to put it up there later. And if you look at Molly's eye in one of these this video was right when Summer went missing. What's happening in her lens is real. Right there is the equipment. Right there. And right there. So when I show you exact photos like this video that Molly did, I think is all about Summer. Now, we don't know who Molly is, but that's the number 5 equipment, you see? And this video is the best that I'm going to get to my ability to show you how this works. Now, when that is, and I'm just saying this because through my ability to understand it the best that I can, because I have no fucking idea exactly how it works, right? But I've watched for 2.5 years them doing this. And that number 5 equipment is what shows up over and over and over. And this equipment is what does and helps recreate these sacrifices. I mean, in Lori Vallow's case, this exact equipment, they showed it over and over and over. Right there. That is this. Again, I have no way of explaining or showing you that I'm right. I'm just telling you from what I know to be right. Lori Vallows shows it all the time. And I'm like, that's the equipment. That's the equipment. This is Sins of a Mother. They consistently show this shit. It's in the deep fake. Right there. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Vanessa. So when you watch this, there is a sacrifice of some sort going on behind the equipment that they show within these lenses over and over. This is something with the eye removal, whatever the fuck they're doing. Molly's showing it. Look at it. Look at the eye. Zoom in. Boom. The equipment shows as she moves her lens. You guys, this is a sacrifice equipment. It's moving, it's working, it's doing. This video stops right here for a moment. I didn't stop it. That's the number 5 equipment. And Molly, God bless her soul, wherever she is, has given me gifts of information. Boom. Boom. The machine is working. It's moving. It's doing. Boom. Boom. There it is. It's always in the lenses. Always in the lenses. Boom. Now, I'm showing you this because I know that this is the exact same image of information that I have shown multiple times in other people's videos. It's not like I'm like, oh my God, there's an image in her eyeball. There's an image on her lenses. I've been showing this shit for over 2 years. And it's doing something in there. They use these people to show the sacrifice. Watch her eyes. Look at her lenses, what's going on in them. Look at her eyeball. That's where the movement is going. The screen and everything about this video, look at her eye, is all about the eyes. Right there is the equipment. I'm going to show you something in video 2, which really, really shows. Go a little faster. There it is. It's always in there. And it manipulates what's going on here. Her video I believe 110%, whatever it is, if this video were to be taken apart by the law enforcement, they would see the truth right beneath this Molly's face. Because it is there. Now, since SUMMERWELLS went missing, there have been a couple people, more than a couple, there's the equipment in the eye, that I've been able to psychically get information from. Now, there's the equipment. Now, what I mean by that is either the person is doing it on purpose or they're not. Really simple. Like I have a who actually helped me get out of the funk when I told you that I went into the picture and all this shit was happening. And his name is Mark. And Mark, I don't know if you ever listened to my stuff, but he has books. He lived as a monk, and he is one of the top people that I know actually connect right to the spirit. And he was my teacher for years, right? And I used to do things with him, and he'd always laugh. Like, I met him years and years and years ago. I used to do his seminars. I'd manage his seminars, if he even recalls that. And my very first time I went into his seminar, there's hundreds of people, hundreds. Mark. And he stood up in front of the room. His wife actually was a brain surgeon in Chicago, top brain surgeon, still is. And which is totally opposite of each other, right? He stood in front of the room and he's like, watch me. He said to all the people in the room, and I think he said it to see who could actually see what he was doing. And he stood in front of the room, and I started freaking out. I'm like, oh my God, I see his face changed. He totally changed people. He changed his face like 4, 5, or 6 times, and I saw each one of them totally different. And that was my confirmation that he gave to the room, to those who needed a confirmation or affirmation, that this stuff is really fucking real. Because you don't walk around and get affirmations from people. You walk around, people are like, she's fucking crazy. Like, what the hell? She's having dreams of someone telling her visions? She's nuts. I'm not. It's a gift. And it's real. And I've had enough of those that, okay, so Lisa, I love that you give information, but what I like happening here is I love when people pay attention to what's going on here too. So make sure that you don't use this as a way to get information out, because what I'm saying here really needs to be paid attention to. Okay? Thank you. So let's hone in what I'm doing here. So, yeah, we're not going to talk about people like that right now. It's great information though, Lisa. Thank you. But, what I'm saying here is a channeling, and it needs to be heard in the moment of time. Right? So Mark gave me that, and I continued looking for those, and I got them for the next 20 years. Yeah, thank you though, Lisa. The information's amazing though. And it was really big for me. What I'm getting at is there are people in the SUMMERWELLS case that I must say are either trying to give information to me or not trying. So to the ones that are trying, and like says, I really hope that she sees that there's different faces in Benny. And I hope she sees what I just showed her last night. I saw it. I saw a face that I call Benny, is not the Benny we know. That's someone who has information and gave it to me. And Molly was another one of those. Molly, and let me tell you guys something. Candace Wells, there are other people that use this kind of machinery to create themselves to be somebody else. Like someone on a dating app, they could catfish you because they put someone else's fucking face on it. You know? They put someone else's face on it. So Candace is one of them, believe it or not. Benny and Molly. And then once in a while, there's someone else that comes in. But Molly is a gift that just keeps giving. And this information here is one of them. It's like sometimes when you are in a world that is very sensitive to outside information, when you really pay attention, you guys, you have it. Everyone has an ability to do just that. So when I say to pay attention and look, anyone that comes to my channel, there's a reason that you're coming to my channel. Because even if you're a troll or not a troll, or someone who wants to come here and put your thumbs down or not your thumbs down, you're coming here for some sort of a gift that you're looking for. And maybe it's because you're coming here because you want your own information to be confirmed or validated. What I'm saying, it's validated. Whatever you see beneath the surface is what you need to see in this moment of time. You see, everyone is at a different part of their world. Everyone is a different part of their life. Everyone sees something different. Just like the situation that goes on in this world right now, which is horrible. Everyone's going to get a different reality. And even if you don't approve or agree with that person's reality, it's still their reality. And no one is in a position to tell them that's not real or that's not true for them, because they really, really feel it is. And that's where these people in the world are getting so mad at each other. If you would just understand that everyone's reality and picture of truth and what they believe to be real and true is just that. That's all it is. That's all it is. Nothing more. And if people would stop and recognize and understand that for that person has walked a different path than you. Until you walk into the people's shoes that are walking their life, no one has a right to tell them how to feel. Nobody. Anywhere. Anywhere across the world. Anywhere. So people that come here on my channel, it's not all about solving the cases. It's not about finding the murderer or finding the serial killer. Because there's so many of them. One going in jail is not going to solve the issue. It's understanding that everyone as an individual has a message to give. And it should be respected because that's where they are in their life to hear a message like that. You see? And for me, when I'm in a particular part of my channeling and my psychic ability, I know that it's there for a reason, and not everyone may understand it in this moment in time. Next week, you may be sitting with someone and having a conversation with your friend. You'd be like, oh my fucking God. Oh my God. what that girl said makes sense right now because it's your moment in time to understand it. And then if you're the one who came in here and put your thumbs down, you're like, oh, wow, now I get it. That's why you need to just listen to other people. Listen to what I'm saying or don't listen, but listen to everybody. Because you just might understand it later. But what's happening is the hatred and the words of other people and the violence that happens between that space is getting larger and larger. The space is getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And it's the bigger the space, the more hatred and violence and bullying there is. But we all have gifts of information for each other. Even if you don't agree with that person. Even if you don't agree that that person should have murdered someone else. There's still a lesson. And that person has walked a particular path in their life that they believe that to be true. That's it. That's it. Really simple. So when I sit here and say, this is the machine that they use and change in this, I'm telling you, I've already gone through the work to get to this position. 2 years ago, I was saying, oh my God, gather all this information, gather that 5, gather that box, gather all the information that Molly has to give. Really hone in, Lori, on that dot in her eye. I was like, what the hell am I doing? Stop my businesses and do what I was doing to take pictures of these people that I don't know. Well, I had to do it because I believed in myself, and the pull was so strong. That I had to surrender to it. I had to surrender to my own Mishigashu that was being shown. Seriously, you guys. Any psychic that thinks that they understand what they're being shown the moment in time is not a real psychic. We don't know. We don't know. There's no way we know. There's no way that I would know the answer to this photo. Well, now that I've seen this photo probably 1,000 times, it's important. That's what I know. I'm told it's important. That's what the psychic mind does. You get this, or you get the vision of it, or it shows in a different way or in different light. Like last night, I saw like a BENNYKEYZ coming out from behind some sort of a freak show or a carnival or a concert with lots and lots of people, and came up to a truck and looked through the not in the truck, was looking at me right in my eye through the front window, the windshield. And I saw him through the windshield. And I looked at him, I said, I know who you are. And I'm going to fucking prove it to you, because I'm going to tell you, you love, and so I said, you love McDonald's. And my husband was with me in my dream. He's like, what the hell, Lori? Like, what are you doing? Like, stop talking to him. Like, why? Why would you know that dude likes McDonald's? And in that moment in time, I knew I had some sort of connection. I'm like, you fucking love McDonald's and you love to talk. And I said to him, stop talking so much and listen. You talk too fucking much. Listen. You need to listen. And it was a whole different face, but I knew that it was one of those Benny's faces. My husband's like, of course, because he's a protector, right? That's what he does. He's a protector. He's a big, muscular wrestler who, whatever. And he's like, what the fuck? Like, why are you, like, how do you know this shit about this guy? And I was very honed in. who's younger than the Benny that you know, way more in shape than the Benny you know, has much better teeth than the Benny you know, has blue eyes. Blue eyes. Not dark brown. And not those big ass teeth. But he was trying to say something. I recognized it. He was trying to say something. And I didn't get the full message. The message that I got was there's someone that looks like him that is sending the messages. Now, I know that to be real because I've gotten those before where I would get a message, wake up, call my girlfriend. She's like, how'd you know? And I'm so done saying, oh, I had a dream. I mean, no one wants to hear that. Truthfully, I don't even want to hear that when someone says that to me. I'm like, okay, bullshit. Just what do you have to say? The one who does it, me, I do that shit. I have no patience for anyone who tells me that they had a dream about me. I'm like, whatever. But I get them really loud and clear. And I've had them since I was a little girl. Since I can remember, probably since I was like 2 years old, 3 years old. I don't know. So I've had enough of them to know there's something there. So that's why I call this thing psychic channeling is real, BENNYKEYZ. Now, I'm not saying the BENNYKEYZ that shows up on his channel. I'm telling you the BENNYKEYZ that goes and uses machines like this. Shows what happened to SUMMERWELLS. There's someone out there that knows the truth, that looks just like the guy that I just told you. I know it. I've done this way too many times. This, you guys, right here is real. And Molly Golightly, I call it a gift that keeps fucking giving. So you guys can make fun of her, but she had a purpose in her life. There's the Molly that I'm talking about is dead. How about that? She is fucking dead. There's Mollies in here that are not alive. They are dead. Those are the ones that are giving me the information. Period. They were sacrificed. See that little machine in there? And they're the ones that give the information, and I call them Mollies. Just like I call summer moons, summer moons. Summer moons and Mollies are like all in one. You tell me what you think you see here. What do you think she's saying? I played this backwards. She's saying, help me, please. That's not the Molly we know. This is a victim. These victims that have crossed over, they've gone through, she's saying, help me, please. I hear, help me. This person is going through a sacrifice. No one gives a fuck is the problem. Until this is recognized, I will keep freaking showing it. I will keep showing it. She is saying, help me. Do you see how the see how they manipulated the mouth? How many times have I showed that to you? Seriously, They move it because they use the equipment to manipulate the face, but there is a victim in there that's screaming, help me, and they think it's fucking hilarious to videotape it and put it on the deep dark web. Somewhere, someone made a lot of money listening to them begging for mercy. Begging for mercy. Because this face is manipulated, her mouth is manipulated, and this is what happens. You see, somewhere in here, this is who I saw. I'm going to show you the only one that's going to know the truth is the one that looked at me. Believe it or not, these are Benny's faces. The person that I saw that showed themselves to me is the person that has information. The person that I saw is the same person that knows where these doorways are. This is in Benny's car. There's hundreds of different Bennys. This is under the car. This is the doorway. These eyes are two different eyes. These are different faces. The left and the right are different eyes. You see that? The eyes that I saw were a combination of this page. The eyes were blue, but not that fake blue. They make them a fake blue. There's a fake blue eye. It's a combination of these four eyeballs. And it's not from this. That's not the mouth. That's not the face. That's not the shape of the head. The Benny in the middle here, not this. Not this. This one may be the shape of the head. This one, not this one. Like you may think those look the same. They're not. They are not. Because this dude, this one, this guy's eyes, are different from this guy's eyes. Now, at first glance, you may be like, they're the same people. No. See? That's a no. The eye that is the most familiar to me from my vision last night, the person who has information on the exact story of Summer Moon Wells is this one in blue. Blue and green. It's like a combo. This eyeball. Not this one. You guys, they're different. They're different. I know that because I've been paying attention. Somewhere in this one, somewhere here is the one that I feel is the one that I saw last night. The nose is different. I see the green eye in here, bluish greenish. The nose is totally different. You see that? It's a little nose. It's a little nose. Not too little, but it's definitely not Benny's nose. When I say Benny, I mean the Benny that we know. The Benny that we know is in here. Let me open and crop it. It's not the one that's underneath this person. Not that Benny. You see how I open it up and do you now see something different? So to the one that's like basically trying to speak, is in here. Because I saw it last night. You see? You see the difference? That's the Benny that I don't give a fuck about. It's this one I do. Almost reminds me of a man and a woman. That's the one that came forth. That's the one that has something to say. And that's the one I'm saying, I hear you. This one. It's a combo. This is a combo. And this video is pathetic. It's pathetic because our world rather judge it than help it. They're judging it and not helping it because these videos have the answers. Right? I have been looking at these things in the eyes very long time. Exactly the same thing that I showed you guys in Ryan Upchurch's. Is it Ryan Upchurch? No. But the person in Ryan Upchurch's video is showing the same information as Molly. Over and over and over. This shit is in the eyeball. This is called the sacrifice. And they use equipment to create the deep fake so you have no fucking idea who is who. Guess what? We don't care. All we care about is we know that this shit is happening and the information is within these videos. All of it. Right here is how they line it up. And they layer the faces right through the equipment. This is how it's done. This is how it's done. Within each square that gets smaller and smaller and smaller lies different faces within these people's videos. Does it mean that it's those people? No. It means that someone is using them to fuck with your mind. The point is, pay attention to the elements. Because when I said months and months ago and I showed you guys this shit, they're like, oh, how could you pick on her? I'm not picking on her. I'm telling her that she's in the middle of freaking Ryan Upchurch's video. She shouldn't be there. She shouldn't be there, you guys. She has a fabulous channel. Christina Randall or something. But hey, if I showed up in the middle of Ryan Upchurch's eyeball, I would want to know. There's no reason. But this is how they do it. Look at what's his dude who I told you I love his sweatshirts. Excuse me. He may have had him on his channel and he was talking about him. I don't care. Look how he's lined up. Really? He's lined up with Ryan Upchurch's Budweiser hat. Come on, you guys. And there's Summer. It's the way this stuff is being manipulated. They're using these people. So when I say about these people, no, it's what's in the picture and who's using who and who's lining up what with what. Love to know who that is. From the eyeballs. Not that shit. The eyeballs. So this is video number 1 to get you ready for video number 2. Because video number 2 is going to show you Molly Golightly's person that's asking for help. That person is in the video. That person is throughout the video. This is the person begging for mercy. Over 2 years ago. All you gotta do is slow the video down. Sorry. That's it. Begging for mercy. That's why it's so important to follow the elements. This isn't fake, you guys. This is the Summer Moon Wells Missing Children's people. Thank you, G.H. White. These are the victims. Thank you, Sassafras. These are the victims that want justice, and they receive it each time I go on live and speak it. That's it. I try to speak it without judging myself. I judged myself for my first 50 plus years of life until Summer Moon Wells came into my life. I judged myself. I don't do that anymore. No more. So this is video number 1. I have a whole entire presentation that's going to bring in incredible information that I bring in with the Valo case to show you how this information and Summer Moon Wells' information ticks and ties with the Valo case. Every time I go on, I like to bring in a case that people think I forgot about, but I haven't. So for now, I'm going to leave it on this photo, and I will be back sometime later tonight, because all of this is the same. Pay attention to the elements. Go back to the videos that you want to look at, and just do some homework. Just sort of slow these videos down and go back to the Valo case and go watch her Sins of a Mother. Watch for when I'm going to come on later. I may just pop on like this. I don't know. My schedule is really crazy. It depends on how I feel. So, hi, DJ. You guys go enjoy your Sunday afternoon. And I will probably be back later tonight, but watch for it. Thank you all for joining in on such a very quick notice. To all the Summer Moon Wells and cases that I mentioned here, justice is coming. We love you all. God bless you all, literally. And talk to you later. Talk to you soon. Talk to you hopefully later tonight. Bye, folks.